And we are live. Good morning, team. How are you doing today? Today is November 11th, 2025, and the market opens in just a couple of minutes. It is 7:26 my time. And welcome. Welcome to another live stream. Market opens in about 3 minutes. Got my coffee today. All right. Discord team is alerted. Very good. All right. Everything looks solid. Very solid. All right. We are live. Hello. So it is Tuesday today. Tuesday. There we go. Something like this. Perfect. All right. All right. All right. So QQQ pushed up from lows of 598 on Friday, pushed all the way up to 622, came back down to retest the moving average at 616 and pushed up to 624. Now we're seeing some selling pressure today. Now what's interesting is it's going right along with our descending pattern here. As you can see, every time it touches this yellow line, it gets rejected. So very curious to see what happens today. Are we going to get a retracement back down to 613, or are we going to push higher? That is the question. Is it going to bounce off of this moving average? Right now it looks like it is selling off a little bit, which means there's a lot of other companies waiting to see what happens. Is the market going to sell off more? Is it going to push higher? And yeah, I'm excited to see that with you all today. SoFi selling off just a little bit this morning, back down to $30 from those highs of 31 yesterday. And Intel selling off, pushed up to 39.53, came all the way back down to 37.97. So I'm curious to see, does Intel sell off more, or is it going to catch a nice little bounce off of those lows to make some new highs on the day? Hood selling off this morning as well. So it looks like we're seeing some selling pressure from a lot of these companies. Now Amazon could spike up like it did yesterday. It opened from 248 to 251 and then came all the way back down to 245. So we'll see what happens with that. It looks like it is already trying to push up. Apple trying to hold above its moving average on the 5-minute. Tesla selling off after, or Google selling off after getting to 291. Tesla selling off after getting to 450 almost, from 433 to 450. What a beautiful move there. Cybertruck program head leaves Tesla. Tesla's Model Y program manager announces exit alongside Cybertruck lead. And they're going to be paying Elon a nice little package. So let's see how the market reacts now. Okay, market is open. 7:30. And there we go. Looks like we're getting some selling pressure. Now, the markets did pump up yesterday. They were very bullish. But today, I don't know. I mean, it's selling off slightly, but they're still too still too bullish, too short. And they're almost at all-time highs, so it doesn't make sense to go long either. So very interested to see what happens today. We are trading with our Learn to Earn team today, our LTE team. Excited to be here with you all. Let's see what trades we can make today. QQQ. A little oversold reversal. We'll see what happens here, if we get it or not. Cinex is down 10%. This is an aluminum company, not with it doesn't have a lot of volume. When it does pump up, it'll go from 28 to 34 very easily. I mean, that's $6 per share. QQQ. See what happens here. Open with a sharp rise. Could we get some upward momentum on open? Don't think we are going to get it now. We might see quite a bit of selling pressure today. Looks like everything is down at least a few points, which is fine. Sometimes the best thing to do is to not take a trade at all. We'll see if we get a reversal set up. All right. Got some music on. I like listening to music when we trade. Let's see. Economic calendar for today. I believe Beyond Meat reports earnings today. Go ahead and bring that up. Let's see. Weekly economic calendar in our Discord. But you guys already know that. NBIS reports before the bell, so they already reported. We'll check that out. Then Beyond Meat and Okolo today after close. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. Now, Beyond Meat, of course, is a bullcrap company. Trading at $1 when it was at $1.50 and even $8 at one point. But they don't make any money. They don't make any money at all, so that's interesting to see. And then Okolo, they're not set to make any money until 2026 or 2028. But it looks like they are pumping a little bit due to, well, them reporting earnings, people getting in before they do report earnings. I'd love to see open push up, buying 10 shares at maybe 805, maybe 8 on the dot. We'll see what happens, as 835 isn't huge. Need to break about 840 to push maybe up to 9. Looks like it is getting rejected slightly. Buying the dip would have been nice. QQQ pushing up slightly. I don't know if it's worth the risk here. Let's take a look at our long. Do we risk 1 or 2% to make a few points? I don't know. Look at, it's already selling back off. LUNR coming down. Sometimes it's good to look out as well, bigger picture. Open is struggling. Not looking great. I do like that it's cheaper in price. Ford pushed up about 15 cents. Sound selling off. SoFi not really doing much. Cinex would be nice if we can pump right off of this level here. A nice pump, but it gave it all back from Friday, so 1 million volume. 2836. A lot of these other companies aren't doing much either. PayPal pushing up slightly. We'll see if it gets rejected off of this moving average. Video Hood all selling off. People are going to start shorting this. It is extremely overbought, as you can see here. From 477 to 6 to 7 to 8. We're going to see if this thing sells off. Shorts are here. I'd love to see what happens here with this trade. If it continues to sell off, that's okay. If we can catch a move to the upside, that'd be great. But it's not going to be very much money anyways, right? 20 cents, 30 cents. I mean, unless you're trading with thousands of shares, you're not going to make a heck of a lot of money anyways. Here we go. It's getting rejected off of this moving average. See if we can display mode this to complete. Maybe complete compact. No, I don't like those at all. Simplified is better. Looks like it's selling off slightly. $19 million volume. Volume was strong at the beginning, and now it's not so strong. QQQ, really choppy. You know, it's choppy because Trump is now going to be offering $2,000 stimulus checks, a 50-year mortgage, 15-year car loan. Why do we need more debt if our economy is thriving? You know, it's obvious. It's not. There's a huge disconnect between tech companies that are inflated how much debt we have, and everything that's happening. I mean, it's crazy. Let's see here. Let's see here. Love to get in at 8. 8's not a bad price. Wait. There we go, selling off. See, it's now back to yesterday's low. Right when I was going to buy, did you guys see that? Right when I was going to buy at 8. So it's slowly a descending pattern downward. We want to see a pattern that goes up like this yesterday. So yesterday would have been the run. Today it looks like it's the fall. We'll see what happens on this. It's trying to hold. Would love to trade open, but it's not looking good as far as direction being favorable. Sound selling off today. SoFi selling off. Century Aluminum is still selling off. And sometimes not taking a trade at all is still trading. PayPal would have been nice. About it's about $1. Not even a full dollar per share. So, then you got to think opportunity cost. It could be in your favor. Direction could be there. Everything could be set up for you. And then it's just not even worth the trade to make 20, 30, 40 cents. Apple pushing up 269 to 272. QQQ struggling to hold. Still really choppy, which means open's going to have difficulty pushing. Testing support at the oversold range. See on the 5-minute, it's trying to hold above that little moving average there. Love to see this hold support here. We're going to buy 10. What? At 793. 793 is our share to start. Very light position. We break below 770, we could see some more selling pressure. But 770 would be right around this level. We'll see if we actually start to push up. Here we go, it's pumping. Again, light position to start. As we get confirmation of this thing pushing, then we could begin to add. We're not going to add to a losing trade. Still selling off here. That downward descending pattern here. See if we get lower. If we can hold, that'd be great. Potentially $9 today. I'm gonna buy another 10 shares right here. at 8, at 797. Remember, trade your plan, not your emotion. I think 8's a decent price. We're trying to hold above this level here. Now, if it drops below, then of course, our trade plan did not make sense into our plan. But if it can retest even that yellow moving average, push up to 9. I mean, this thing could fly to 10 or even 850. 850 wouldn't be a bad range. Let's see here. I'm just buying this consolidation, right? So we had a reversal setup. It's consolidating. Now let's see if we get some confirmation to the upside. Looks like it's trying to hold at these levels above 795, 794. If it comes down to 780s, potentially buy more before the break. But I don't want to add any more at the moment. And the market's holding. It's trying to hold above that moving average at the moment. See if it pushes up slightly. This thing could begin to sell off pretty aggressively. QQQ. SoftBank Group reported more than doubled in quarterly net profit thanks to billions of dollars of gains from its OpenAI investment. It said it sold its entire stake in Nvidia for $5.8 billion last month. So that's amazing. OpenAI has recently converted to move traditional corporate structure, a move that will make it easier for ChatGPT maker to raise money and attract talent. Looks like it's trying to hold 8. It's trying to hold at 8. So I'm going to buy another 10 shares here. If it pulls back to 8. Give me one more drop. Let's do a limit for 8 on the dot. I don't want to pay more than $8 for this. There it is. There it is. I got it for 8. Okay. 7995. So let's see. We're starting up a nice little position here. 797 is our average share price. 797. 797. QQQ retesting its pre-market support. We'll see if it holds. That is a big move for QQQ in one candle. Open, holding above 8 for the moment. Excuse me for 1 minute. I gotta put my phone on the charger. Where are we at here? Still selling off. All right. Gonna see what this does. A lot of consolidation. Looks like we're gonna see a gap down. Ooh. Could see a big gap down on this one. Need to be very careful with it. Oh man. We could see a big drop here. It's trying to hold above that level here. You see that? It struggled for a while to get above this descending wedge pattern here, this descending yellow line. Now it's above it, and we want to see it push, but if it drops below, we could see some significant selling pressure. So it's testing support range right now. QQQ is also testing that support range. So we're going to see what happens. Still holding at 8. There we go. Let's see if we can get some good volume here. NASDAQ holding at the moment, which is great. Got some consolidation there. Means everything else can hold. There we go, 30 shares. Bye, honey. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Open P&L. Go 1%. Oh, there we go. Nice push up. See if we can hold. Beautiful. Let's see if we can push up even higher. 830s, 840s, 850s, something like that. Up $5. 2% so far on this trade. There we go. It is above that moving average. Don't want to get greedy either. Buying at 8s. Go, retesting. Or retest on the moving average. Got 29 million volume today. Has a free float of 635 million. So we got some buyers stepping in just now. About 2 million volume in about 2 minutes. Love to see this push a little bit more. Just a little more, that's all. There we go. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Keep pushing. Love to see it. NASDAQ market is finding support, finding an area to recover very nicely, retesting the moving average, which means open can go up. Open is up 3%. $8 on the day so far. Maybe we start locking in a little profit here at 8.26. 8.28. About to hit 8.30. Ooh, there we go. We're going to take a little bit off the top right here. Oh, we're going to wait. We're going to wait and sell it all in one chunk. There we go. Pushing higher. Retesting on that leg. Testing that same resistance range from pre-market session. QQQ, still pushing. Slight rejection off of that resistance level. $8.33 would have been the area to sell, I think. See if it can push up even higher. See if it go back up to retest. Let's lock in, you know, even $10 today would be a nice win. See if it can do it. How's it looking on the 5-minute? Looking pretty good. 8.35 retest. All right, let's see. See this thing push higher. Got some good volume. MACD's open. A little overbought on the RSI, but pushing. There it goes, 8.28 again. See this thing push. If we get above 8.35, this thing can push up to 8.50, maybe even $9. Retesting. Gonna hold, continue to hold. $8.30. Come on, baby. Push a little higher. QQQ. See this thing pump, baby. See it pump, 8.30 again. $8.34. 8.36. Boom. Big push up. Wow, what a fake out. Got rejected at 8.4. Got rejected at 8.4, guys. We're gonna get out right here. We're gonna hold. Hold on. We're gonna hold for a minute. QQQ pushing up. Is continuing to push up. A little bit of a rejection. See it push up just a little bit more. That was insane to push up to 840. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful move. See what happens. Find a support here potentially. Moving average is about to cross over. Could signal some more buyers to step in. Man, 840 would have been a nice sell. 840 would have been a beautiful sell. It's up, what, $13, $14 on that one? I don't think it's going to do it. It looks like it's going to give it all back. Testing previous support. Big red candle from 841. Already down 3% from where it was at. Pushed up 6 or 7% this morning. Gonna get another retest and another spike up. That'd be nice. QQQ below that moving average. Continuing to sell off here. See if it holds again at this level. You know, QQQ is just very choppy right now today. Very choppy. Let's see what we can do here. Open is incredibly hyped up. Here we go. People are going to be buying this now. Buying the dip for that next rally up. If it goes to 840 again, I'm just going to lock in profits. Even 830 would be a decent range to lock in profit. See what happens. Now, I do know some people shorting open right now, and I know some people that are going long. So here we go. Pushing up again. You see how I eased into it? I bought 10. I bought another 10. I bought another 10 shares, all around 8. QQQ is selling off though. Look at that huge red candle on QQQ. No effect though for open. 820. See this thing push up a little bit more. Momentum-based stock, it'll push up with the market, but don't necessarily sell off with the market. So that's great for momentum stocks, right? QQQ begins to recover, open will recover. QQQ sells off and it doesn't affect open at all. Oh, here we go. Maybe. Leg down. Big leg down. We're going to see it. Let's get that pump. Come on. What are you going to do? Push up. Okay, let's see here. Man, that was a beautiful move up there. Got greedy, thought it could go up to 859, held, and look where we are. We're still in the profit, but usually right when I'm gonna sell, it'll push up even higher. So here we go. Yeah, just like I said. $809. It's 809 today, or 809 for the time. 822 for a share price. Come on, push up a little higher. Struggling to hold. It's holding, but just barely. NASDAQ market beginning to recover. Look at this. Beautiful recovery. Let's see if it can hold and push itself higher. That'd be nice. Back down. I think that's it for this trade, guys. I think that's it for this trade. Every time I want to sell, though, begins to push. 810 is a previous support range. It's right there next to that moving average. Come on, let's see you push. Hmm. See if it retests its moving average right here. 840 was solid. Pushed up slightly, but a lot of resistance at 830. Does not want to push higher than 830. QQQ. See if it can hold. What's it gonna do? Looks like it's gonna continue to sell off. Maybe retest 8. 820. Usually when I sell, this thing pushes, so we're gonna hold for a minute. Got a descending pattern though. I don't really like the way that looks. Making lower lows. Also making lower highs. Might have to get out for this break-even trade. Yep. See if it holds. See if it can hold support. If it can hold support, this can push up higher. See what happens. Extremely oversold on the RSI. MACD, it's on the back end of that MACD, which means it could begin to curl over. It could mean an area to buy more. Very choppy stock. Open going back up to retest 805. Potentially can reverse again. QQQ trying to test that support again at 619. 619.50. So it looks like I'm going to be holding this a little longer today. I'd love to lock in profits with you guys. It was way up here, but it doesn't look like really seeing any progress. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna continue to hold, and I'll update you guys in the Discord, alright? Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you all another time.